It's been a long time. It's been a long time. The Edge with the Cliff is back, bigger and better than ever before. Let me move aside so you can see my little tag behind me. I've got toys now. I've got my green screen. I've got all the things that I didn't have before, and then I couldn't do anything with for quite some time because I had my hip problems, and that's all been resolved now. But during the times I was down, I started gathering all this stuff in order to try to do this, and I've got a way to come back bigger and better than ever before. In addition to the stuff we've always talked about, the edge with the cliff, the inner self, our abilities that we don't seem to understand. What is instinct? How do the birds know how to fly? They get a certain age, they get pushed out of the nest, and they have to fall or fly, and they all end up flying. How do they know? They don't have to go to any aviation school or anything like that. No. So there's all those things we've always contemplated. But today, there's another edge. There's a financial edge going on where it's getting kind of creepy out there in the world of the Federal Reserve and the money system and the U.S. dollar just getting printed and printed and printed and distributed, printed and distributed, printed and spent, print and spend, print and spend. That's what we've been doing all along. How long can it hold up? Well, cryptocurrency has some pretty interesting stuff going on. And we're going to look at that. And I'm not a financial advisor either. I don't give financial advice. It's not financial advice. It'll be entertainment because I'm fascinated by all the hype. And when you find out what some of this hype is, you'll understand. Another edge that we're going to visit would be that of an eyewitness of war, the ugliness and horror of war. I've got a retired Vietnam veteran, 70-year-old retired Vietnam veteran, who's in better physical condition than most men that are in their 40s. I mean, he's got everybody beat because all the training he did, from basic training as a young guy all the way up to actually in the Army and going out there to Vietnam and completing all that and bringing home with him an engineering degree and, savings bonds that he's been buying since around 1968 or so that he still has. He's financially fine. He's well off. And he's okay. He wasn't okay with all the stuff he saw and went through. But as you'll see, he turned out okay. He's fine. And he's got a message for young people, too. His name is Jerome. Wait till you meet my buddy Jerome. You're fixing to. We're going to produce like a documentary of what he did in Vietnam and what he experienced. And he's not afraid to tell us about it. And that's kind of cool. Perfect topics for the edge with the cliff. Making that comeback. We're able to do so now. We're just teasing it up right now and getting you ready because we're back. We're going to get in front of this camera and green screen a whole lot more now. So I'd say thanks for waiting all this time that I went through to get my hip surgery, my hip replacements. I don't miss all that pain and misery. So let's get on with what we're here to do, which is the edge with the cliff.